All right. Yay. I'm live. Yay. Dang. I still got all that. I just uploaded a video, but I don't even care. Something came down in my spirit and it just made me want to share this. Stop letting people dictate who and what you are. Okay? They have no say. They have no say unless you allow them. You're not even supposed to listen to people who don't have the same vision as you. People who, you can't be unequally yoked with people. So why are you listening? If you want to be a star or you want to be something that you're called to be, and you're called to be, why are you listening to someone who telling you that you can't be who you're supposed to be? Why are you listening to someone who's telling you can't do what God has called you to do? That means foolishness, because for one, I don't know about anybody else but the believer. It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. If he strengthens you and you can do all things, he didn't say some things, he said all things. If God is strengthening you, then you can do all things. That means you can go and be that business person you want. You can start your own business. You can be go into ministry, start up in ministry without having those people who you call friends, loved ones, and everyone to support you. You can go and be a dancer if that's what you're supposed to be. You can be a painter. You can be an architect. You can be the first in your generation to break some chains, okay? Even if the people around you, even if it's your own mother and father that says you can't. Why? Because it is in you, okay? Okay? If you can do all things through Christ to strengthen you, and he is strengthening you. I don't know. Some people don't have Christ strengthening them. Those people still can do it because God gives us free will, okay? Don't let nobody knock you or deter you from what you are supposed to do, okay? Life is short. Some of these people just brought you here. Your mom and your dad, they don't know all your fully capabilities. They just brought you through the canal to get to this place called Earth, okay? It's up to you, what God downloads in you, to do what the heck you're supposed to do. So, yeah, don't listen to anybody. No, don't listen. I'm not saying not listen to anyone like at all. But what I'm saying is do what you are called to do and never let anyone stop your shine, stop your glory, stop what you are designed to do. Don't listen. Don't put anyone's opinion about what your life is supposed to be over your own, because at the end, you have the final say. God even gives you the final declaration, about how you want your life to be. Even though he has plans for you, you have it. You. So, yeah. Don't listen to them doggone people. And then guess what? I promise you, I've seen this time and time again in my life, and I've seen it in other people's lives when they ruthless about it. I'm one of those people. I am ruthless about it. I might cry. I might be sad about something, but better believe I'm going to do exactly what I said I'm going to do. Better believe I'm going to do whatever I put my mind. When I say I put my mind to something, I'm going to do it. Push come to, I don't give a care. Rain, sleet, slow. It might not even look like I'm doing it, because people, I'm telling y'all, that's why I know God's coming through, because God strengthens me. I know, to me, I know God strengthens me. I don't know who strengthens you. But if God strengthens you, then you should already know. But I will go hard, rain, sleet, or snow. Let them people talk. That's not your thing. You're supposed to focus on what you're supposed to do with your life. With your life. You have it. You have control over it. Go ahead and focus and keep going. They'll be laughing. They looking, time is going past, right? They still looking at you, looking like you a bum and everything. All you doing is preparing. You're getting closer and you closer, like a warrior. You got to investigate the scene first before you go and attack. So you going and you learning everything you can about being an entrepreneur. You doing everything you can to learn about the field that God wants you to be in. You learning everything, the ins and the outs, the ups, the downs. You falling sometimes, and it look like people are laughing at you because they seeing you fail, but they don't understand that failure is getting you closer to success. That failure, when you knock down, the only reason why they not looking like they knocked down, because they're doing the same thing over and over. They're being scared to jump out on the leash. They're scared to jump out on a limb. They're scared to go and take that leap. They're not a risk taker. With risk takers, It takes something. You have to go and something pushes you to do something different than the norm. So you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You might fall. Now let me tell you, you might fall. But when you get back up, that risk taker ain't gonna take no for an answer. They just say, okay, not yet. Not yet. That's how I had to be like, not yet. When those people started, I'm telling you, when I went, especially when I went into radio, and I did voiceovers, and people was like, okay, she good. First they would say she would never make it. She would never make it. She's got an accent. She's never gonna do this. But then when they started hearing my speaking voice and my the professionalism and how I can curb my voice to be different things, then they're like, okay, well, she's good, but she can't be better than this. She only can go certain this. That's okay. You keep going. You working around it, and then you start getting gigs. Then you start getting smaller gigs. You start listen. I had to work for free sometimes, but I used that as training. I kept going. I kept going. Then I started getting bigger ones. Then I started getting big. Then I started getting corporate contracts. Then I started getting so. Yeah. I say that to say this. Don't ever let nobody try to take you or talk you out of what you're supposed to do. Because chances are, if they was focusing on their own doggone self, which most of those people are not, okay? You just put these people in high self-esteem because they've in these places as parents. Sometimes they're in the places as bosses. Sometimes they're in the places as friends and family members, and people that you hold in esteem. Pastors, ministers. Mother figures, father figures. You hold them in this esteem, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then you're taking their word and their power of life and death as law, as your law, as your belief system, instead of saying what I decree, what I profess out of my mouth, and what I believe is what's going to come out of my mouth, and what I profess and what's going to reign in my life. So yeah, don't listen to them people. Don't listen. I used to say, share, like, whatever. But I don't. If you can use it, use it. Not on here to get famous, not on here for the accolades, because I know what truth is. I know what it means to stand in truth, especially when you stand alone, on this journey. God showed me that. So, truth always comes out. You will always have a following of truth eventually. People will try to discard it until they fall on their face and then they see it. So, not asking you for any of that. I'm asking for you to listen and apply it to your life. Don't let anyone put their viewpoint, limit you based off of their viewpoint or what they think or what they see you as. You're bigger than that. You're better than that. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem, and thank you so very much. Bye.